More deaths in China as Hong Kong declares emergency and virus spreads worldwide. Foreign editor David Pratt examines the latest threat to global health security. It's going on 5 years now since I interviewed Professor Peter Piot. The global health community at the time was still reeling from the 2-year-long Ebola epidemic in West Africa that started in Guinea in 2014 and spread to Liberia, Sierra Leone and other countries, killing at least 10,000 people. Piot, the Belgian microbiologist who helped discover the Ebola virus in 1976 and also a pioneer researcher into AIDS, was the go-to expert on the subject and kindly gave his time to talk specifically about Africa's capacity to overcome the problems the Ebola outbreak had caused. It was an insightful encounter with a medical man who, far from being critical of those African countries in which the epidemic had started, was keen to flag up the positive things about a continent that so often gets a negative press. Africa has lots of possibilities, it's the cradle of mankind, a source of inspiration, creativity and richness, insisted Piot, who by then was director of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. We so need to highlight the success stories, the entrepreneurs, the improvements in leadership and democratic transition in places like Senegal, he told me, clearly passionate about a place where in a professional capacity he had been engaged in fighting a virus that struck fear into the world. These past days, anyone looking for news of the latest epidemic to strike fear at a global level will doubtless have found that Piot has again become one of the media's go-to experts on the subject. He and others like him are part of the frontline defenders against those global threats to health security most of us find the thing of nightmares. For the people of Wuhan, a city of 11 million people in China, those nightmares are already a harsh reality. Last week, the city became the epicenter of an outbreak of a previously unknown coronavirus, nCoV, as it is known, that has displayed some uncomfortable similarities with SARS, which killed almost 800 people between 2002 and 2004. This weekend, China is marking a somber Lunar New Year as 15 more deaths from the virus were reported yesterday in Wuhan, bringing the toll across the country to 41. Just 3 of those deaths have been outside Wuhan, one in another city in Hubei province of which Wuhan is the capital, one in northern Hebei province, and one in Heilongjiang, near the Russian border. Nationwide, more than 400 new cases of the virus were diagnosed, officials said yesterday, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in China to nearly 1,300. The virus has caused alarm because it is still too early to know just how dangerous it is and how easily it spreads between people. And because it is. For more on this story, visit the news article link.